Welcome to Testify with Dixon, where every story makes sense, every word points to Christ, and every moment reminds you are not just a Christian, you are a blessing. Let's go. There are lies that have been passed from one generation to another generation. Lies that have kept us stuck in one place. Lies that have kept us not being able to serve God the way we really want to. Lies that we have believed that have caused us so much emotional distress. Lies that have made us so physically disoriented. So today, I want us to look at 3 lies. Of course, there are so many lies, but let's look at 3 lies Christians believe that keep them stuck in one place. There are lies that don't come from the enemy, they come from within us. So brethren, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I want us to look at these 3 lies and let us open our hearts to see them. Lies that we have carried for years, lies that sound like wisdom, feel like humility, and even echo in some pulpits, but they are not the truth, and they are not from God. And because of those lies, some of us have been stuck for years, praying but not progressing, serving but still scared, called but not confident. Today, like I said, I want to expose 3 daily lies that are keeping too many Christians small, silent, and stuck. Underline the word stuck, and we shall look into it. Because if you don't confront these lies, we will never walk in the freedom Jesus already paid for. Let's get into it. Number 1, I'm not good enough to be used by God. Truth. God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the call. 2, if I'm suffering, it means I have failed. Truth. Even Jesus suffered. Suffering is not a sign of rejection. It's often a sign of preparation. 3, real faith means I will always feel strong. Truth. Faith isn't the absence of weakness. It's trusting God in the weakness. Now let's dive into the 3 lies proper. Lie number 1, I'm not good enough to be used by God. Truth. God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. This lie is subtle, and it often wears the marks of humility. It sounds like, who am I to lead? Who am I to teach? Who will listen to me? Let me ask you something. When did God ever use someone who was already perfect? Moses said he couldn't speak. Gideon said he was too weak. Jeremiah said he was too young. Peter denied Jesus 3 times. Paul literally killed Christians, and God still called every one of them. God isn't looking for flawless resumes. He's looking for faithful hearts. Check out the 1 Corinthians 1:27. It says, but God shows the foolish things of the world to shame the wise. If you feel unqualified, good. You are exactly who God specializes in. So stop waiting to be good enough. Jesus is your qualification. You are never called because you are ready. You are called so God could make you ready. Lie number 2, if I am suffering, it means I have failed. Truth. Even Jesus Christ suffered. Suffering is not a sign of rejection. It's often a sign of preparation. So many Christians are discouraged today, not because they lack faith, but because they have misunderstood suffering. Let me tell you something very clearly. Suffering is not spiritual red flag. It's often a spiritual green light that you are being shaped for something greater. Jesus was perfect, and yet he suffered. Paul preached revival and still wrote scriptures from prison. Job lost everything, not because he failed God, but because God trusted him with a trial. Suffering isn't the absence of God. It's often the work of God refining what comfort never could. Check out the book of Romans 5 from 3 to 4. Suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. Don't curse your cave. God might be carving character in there. Don't flee the fire. That's where gold is forged. Brethren, line number 3. Real faith means I will always feel strong. Truth. Faith isn't the absence of weakness. It's trusting God in the weakness. Let's kill this life today. Faith is not about never feeling tired. It's not about never doubting. Faith isn't about your feelings. It's about your foundation. Jesus Christ sweat blood in Gethsemane. Paul said, we were pressed beyond measure. David cried, how long, O Lord? And yet they kept trusting. Faith is not denial of weakness. It's dependence in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9 makes him believe. It says, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. You don't need more talent. You don't need another sign. You don't need permission. What you need is truth. The truth that says you are chosen, you are seen, you are forgiven, you are called, you are not a mistake, you are not too late, and you are not stuck. Don't let another day go by partnering with a lie that Jesus already broke. Today, decide to believe again. And if this was still something in you, I want you to know this is more than a video. This is a movement, a ministry, a family. So don't just scroll, drop a comment, and tell me, which lie are you letting go of today? I want you to subscribe, join the ministry, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because the body of Christ needs truth tellers now more than ever. And together, we are building faith that doesn't flinch. One word, one message, one life at a time. I am Dixon, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.